All right. Hello, Guardians and gamers, and welcome back to This Week at Xur. What the heck's the date today? For Friday, September 27th is the date. So let's take a quick look at what Xur has for us this week, as always, starting at the catalysts. First up, we've got the Cerberus, however you want to pronounce it. We got that catalyst. Next up, we got the Bad Juju catalyst. I don't actually know if the quest is still available for the Bad Juju or if you just pick it up in the tower now. But honestly, in D1 was one of my favorite weapons, especially in the Kingsfall raid in Golgoroth, up against all of those ads. So definitely be picking that up. This week for the Hunter, we've got the sealed Ahamkara grasps, which they're not really that good. But we got the Phoenix Cradle for the Titan, and honestly, I would be picking this up. You can put on a pretty good solar build for survivability with these, and honestly, solar on Titan, just throw your hammer at everything. Actually, for me, it's get good at throwing your hammer and just throw your hammer at everything. But yes, definitely be picking these up. Next up, we've got Nezarac's Sin. This is actually a really good one with the stats on here. I would be picking this up and just keep it. If it's better than the one you got, definitely grab it. If not, grab it anyways. It's decent. Let's take a look at what else we got. The Hawk Moon this week, we got Eye of the Storm, so I can see that one definitely going out the door. Be picking that up. Next up, we got Suros Regime. It's a decent weapon. Honestly, I think it's highly underrated. It does work well in PvP and very well in PvE. I mean, you got half of the mag does bonus damage as well as health regen. It's kind of good in my opinion in both instances. Next up, we've also got the Prometheus Lens Trace Rifle. I remember when this thing first came out, people were running around with it in PvP. It just melted everything. I think Bungie had to nerf it by 90%. And nobody used it after that, like everything else. Next up, we've got the Prospector Grenade Launcher. This thing's kind of cool. Pops out sticky grenades that stick to surfaces and chain reaction on it, so that's not too terribly bad as well. For legendary weapons this week, we got the 7th Seraph Submachine Gun, and that is rolling with 4th times a charm as well as Vorpal. Not bad rolls. I do believe this is also craftable, so if you haven't used any of them, I can't remember what they're called, in red things through your season pass, pick some up, craft this thing. It's really decent SMG. Next up, we got the Brass Attacks Sidearm with Killing Wind and OFA, one for all. We've also got Sojourner's Tail Shotgun with Quick Draw as well as Killing Wind. The Bug Out Bag Submachine Gun with Perpetual Motion as well as Fragile Focus. I would suggest picking this up if it did not have those rolls. It's got those rolls, and to me, it's kind of garbage. But the Bug Out Bag is a really good SMG. Next up, we got Temptation's Hook Sword with Balanced Guard, Energy Transfer, as well as Surrounded. Surrounded on a sword is absolutely awesome. I love it. Next up, we got the Memory Interdict Heavy Grenade Launcher with Auto-Loading Holster and Chain Reaction. This thing's absolute garbage. Don't pick it up. Next up, we got the Quick Fang Sword. Many different options other than this thing. Don't pick it up. If you want a sword to pick up, go and do the quest for the Hunter. Pick up the Hunter Sword. Best sword you'll ever get for that character. Next up, took a look at the armor set. We got the Jensum Knight armor set. Pick it up if you want it for transmogging purposes. Some of it, like the helmet, is kind of interesting. But to point out, the chest armor as well as the helmet this week, not terrible stats. Like if you're looking to lean into that mobility, depending on what your build is, definitely be picking this up. You will definitely increase your mobility and your intellect. Next, like I said, the helmet was the other one I was pointing out. 26 discipline. I would have, instead of seeing those stats distributed into strength and mobility, I would have rather seen them be distributed into resilience or recovery. So you had a higher in the 20s of each. But hey, if it helps out with your build, definitely be picking it out. Everybody, if you could do me that favor, hit the like, hit the sub button. If there's any of the raids, the dungeons, the exotic quests that you guys are looking to do, hit up the Discord channel. It is right there on my YouTube page. And, come hang out, bullshit with us, see what's going on. All right, everyone, until next week, you guys be safe and take care.